Well, let's get into some predictions, shall we?
Let's talk some predictions.
It is next week.
The biggest spectacle in sports entertainment, WrestleMania.
We are in Las Vegas, Nevada. The most recent card is set. Night one, let's go ahead and start from the bottom here. It looks like Rey Mysterio Jr. versus El Grande Americano.
I'm gonna say El Grande Americano wins this one.
I think Rey Mysterio is going to win, and he's going to unmask El Grande Americano.
Okay, but then it's already gonna be over.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Up next, we have Jade Cargill versus Naomi.
I'd say Jade Cargill's gonna win this. Like she hasn't got her revenge from the push, so I guess that would be now.
Do you think Bianca's going to play a factor at all?
No, I do think Naomi is gonna play a factor in the Bianca match, though.
Interesting. So she ain't going to lose that bad to Jade.
Oh, I guess. Yeah.
You're going to have to tell us about it, but I guess if pressed, I'll pick Jade as well. And then we have Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight for the U.S. title. It's a rare singles match for Jacob Fatu.
And I think as long as he stays away from the announce table, I think Jacob Fatu is gonna.
Announce table and barricade.
Yeah. Is there countouts? He's gonna get knocked.
I think this is a standard match.
Okay. There's still a way for him to lose and not get pinned, but I'm gonna say Jacob Fatu, new United States champion.
I'm going to say Solo cost him the match.
Oh yeah.
Even though they seem
You're
to have
probably
just,
right on that.
even though they seem to have completely just dropped that.
Yeah. But that makes the most sense.
Yeah, but we'll see. I wouldn't mind seeing Jacob Fatu with a singles title, but I don't have faith in creative at all. Speaking of which, we have the greatest wrestler in the world, Gunther, versus the cartoon character Jey Uso. It's for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Well, I'll keep it simple. 4 letters, 1 word, and 1 hand signal, and that is yeet. That was going to go a lot better in my head, but there you go.
I'm glad you said that.
You know how Big Jim eats?
Well, then the main event of the evening.
You didn't pick.
I don't want to pick. I've been saying it since the goddamn feud started. It's going to be Jey Uso. It has to be Jey Uso now. And we're supposed to like get all nipple rubby because Jey Uso's the champion, even though he's nothing.
I don't think this is going to be the match order, by the way.
No, I don't think so either. I hope not.
Because, yeah, I was just thinking, you're going to have people yeeting, and then the main event comes out, and they're going to be tired from all the yeet party that they just did. I'm sure there's a bet on, like, over under 10 minutes of total yeet time, and it's like over under 10 minutes. Yeah, and I would take the over.
Well, we do know the main event will be a triple threat match. It's Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Seth Rollins. And Paul Heyman is allegedly going to be in CM Punk's corner, but that's still a fucking mystery, apparently.
I don't know. I have no idea. I guess I'm going to say CM Punk, and he's going to pin Seth Rollins.
I'm going to say Seth Rollins, because he needs a WrestleMania win.
He does. Do you expect any shenanigan from Paul Heyman?
Of course. I don't think he's going to turn on anybody. I think he's going to inadvertently fuck one of them.
Well, I saw it floating around that, and now I don't think this is going to happen, but he's going to join Seth Rollins.
I saw that too. I don't know.
I don't think it makes sense at all.
Well, no, but, which is probably why people are saying it's going to happen.
Well, Paul Heyman as a character, he keeps himself on top. Like he's a snake in that sense. So he would side with whoever would be like the top. And I don't think, I guess it could make sense out of it, but
he's going to worry about one, and then the other is going to get pissed off that Paul Heyman shows emotion for one, and then Rollins is going to hit one with a chair and get the win. I don't know. Maybe Rollins is going to make him pick.
Maybe he's going to turn on Punk.
Maybe. He already did.
Yeah, since they played up so much that they're best friends.
Well, night 2, in the order of this card, it looks like AJ Styles and Logan Paul. Ugh, forgot about that. That's assuming AJ Styles survives Karrion Kross next week.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for Cross. I don't know. AJ Styles.
Yeah, why not? And then it is the Fatal 4-Way match for the Intercontinental title. Braun Breaker, Penta, Dominic, and Finn Balor.
So I said this a couple weeks ago, and I'm sickened by it. I think Dom is walking out as Intercontinental Champion.
Okay, I can see that. I'm gonna say Penta, just because that's predictable. I don't think Breaker's getting pinned though.
Yeah, Breaker's not getting pinned. I mean, really, Balor's probably getting
Right?
pinned
Yeah.
of this all.
Balor or
Yeah,
Dominic.
yeah, that's what I think is now. I think Dom's gonna pin Balor. Breaker's gonna spear Balor or something, and Dom's gonna weasel in the victory.
Well, up next is the train wreck between Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair for the girls' belt.
I'm sticking to my guns. I said Tiffany Stratton is gonna win. I'm sticking to that.
I said
Tiffany
she had to
Stratton.
win at the time, so yeah, let's go ahead and stick with that. And then the triple threat match for the other girls' belt. It's Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Bianca Belair.
I think Io's walking out as champion. Well, retaining. She's already champion. And this is where I was talking about Naomi. She's gonna lose to Jade.
Mm-hmm.
She keeps mentioning, how it used to be her and Bianca. So she's gonna be upset at Bianca for not helping her or something. And she's gonna cost Bianca the match.
And Ripley's not going to be able to beat Io again.
Well, Rhea's gonna be neutralized,
Oh,
and
I see.
Bianca's gonna be in position to make the pin, but then she's gonna get cost the match. Maybe. I don't know.
That makes sense. That'd be the best ending, actually. So it's probably not going to happen.
Probably gonna give it back to Rhea.
Or they might be giving it to Belair. I think they're giving it to Belair.
I could see that, yeah.
I think giving it to Io was a ham-fisted way to give it to Belair. And now Ripley's going to be a heel. And maybe this will build to next year or SummerSlam, since that's 2 nights too. Which means SummerSlam is going to diminish WrestleMania because they're going to spend so much fucking energy on making SummerSlam so special that they're not going to spend nearly as much time pre-planning for WrestleMania.
Well, hopefully they can do both.
They can't do 2 shows.
That's true. Triple H is too concerned about him going into the Hall of Fame.
Well, then we have Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. Does Cody Rhodes halt history, or does John Cena make history?
I am going with history maker John Cena, even though Ric Flair came out online the other day and said 17 is actually not the record because there's some unrecognized championship wins, so it's actually more than
No, of course.
16. Funny
That's
you
pretty-
say that a week before WrestleMania.
Right?
Like, you wait until right now to say that. That's interesting. Oh, actually, I wanted a lot more than that. They just don't recognize them.
Yeah, I haven't said anything about it for years.
I have merchandise that says 16-time champion, but,
Whatever.
in all my promos and everything, I say 16 times, but, that's just because that's what they wanted me to say. There's more. But yes, on paper, 17, and I think John Cena does it.
Oh boy, it would put it. Yeah, fuck it, Cena, the China apologist.
There you go. Yeah, I think Cody's chasing, and then probably sometime
Maybe.
before Cena leaves, he gets it back.
When is he leaving?
December.
So what pay-per-views in December?
Usually there's not one. They do the Survivor Series, and then that's the last pay-per-view for the year, but they might throw something out, or at least like a TV special. I
Okay.
saw somewhere floating around that maybe they were going to do a special called Ruthless Aggression for John Cena's last pay-per-view.
Cody can chase it, and like Cena can say, "Oh, the clock's ticking," and then we're leaving, and then you have all these people challenge him for the title, and he just decimates them. Hell, he can even do it to Cody, and Cody has to earn another rematch.
Yeah, or win Money in the Bank. I saw some people point out that, and I don't know how we get to this moment, but Backlash is in St. Louis, and they think that WWE is going to take the opportunity to have Orton versus Cena in St. Louis.
I can say that. Yeah, Orton has to save the WWE.
Yeah, in his hometown. Oh, I almost forgot. This list is not final because there is another match that was added, and there might be another match that's added. So the for sure match that's added was Bailey and Valkyria versus Liv and Raquel. I'm going to say Liv and Raquel. I don't need to even think about that too much.
Right.
But then the other match that's not yet announced, but just writings on the wall, say Randy Orton is gonna have a match
Right.
against
With
two. I don't know, but
I'm pretty sure Solo.
yeah. You see, you think it's Solo. I think it might be Aleister Black. Saying it though, it's probably gonna be Solo, especially since they brawled and all that. So
Solo interrupted him, and then, yeah, they brawled. So now Orton's gonna want more Solo, or vice versa. Or Solo's gonna instigate Orton more, and then yeah, match is gonna get set up.
So either way, I'm picking Randy Orton, especially if it's Solo.
Yeah, Aleister Black will probably debut on Raw.
Hopefully, they have something planned that it's not just a letdown.
Don't hold your breath.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get there, excitement wise, but we'll see.